channel. Bogdan #7.
Bruh.
Well, hello and welcome to yet another Formula One related video. Today we are reviewing the US Grand Prix race or the 2025 US Grand Prix race, and basically round 19 out of 24 has gone. Verstappen dominated it from the sprint qualifying session to the end of the race. The man set only 40 points behind championship leader Oscar Piastri with 5 races and 2 sprints remaining, which is, I believe, a approachable gap that Vettel, I think, managed to fortune in less than 5 races. And he's already climbed 64 points in uh, 4 races, I think. So basically, yeah, people counted him out of the title fight. Now he has won 3 out of the last 4 races. McLaren hasn't won for the last 4 races, has outscored McLaren in the last 4 races, including the sprint. And yeah, basically from nowhere he has a chance to become a 5-time champion, to equal Schumacher's record of 5 consecutive championships, and to almost triple the gap for the biggest margin of return to win the title, which currently sits with Vettel's 40 points. Now he just gained 23 points this weekend. Piastri struggled the ladder championship leader, and even though Russell had a slow start and eventually fell back and finished behind him 5th and 6th, he still got outpaced by the Ferraris, which were surprisingly really good in 3rd and 4th. Hamilton still without a podium, and now the Ferrari driver with the most races before a podium. Race got second, and Lando seems to probably catch Oscar and probably catch Oscar before Max does. Is 14 points behind, and you know he hasn't led since like April when Piastri took off after the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, I think. So yeah, he does need a good result. Ferrari got their first podium in 5 races and are just behind Mercedes with Red Bull there. I mean, from second to fourth in the constructors, we've got a 10-point margin. Actually got screwed up by Sainz, which is a driver who I think doesn't really make that many mistakes. He made a mistake here. He's got a 5 place grid penalty for Mexico City. That isn't nice. And otherwise, good point for Hulkenberg. He climbs to ninth in the drivers. Williams didn't have the same pace as in the sprint, where he got a podium with Sainz, and they didn't get any points for the first time since Hungary, I believe. Berman got some points, even though he nearly rammed into Tsunoda. Tsunoda had another brilliant recovery and another points finish. And yeah, and Alonso forgot the final point, I believe. Otherwise, it was an interesting race. I never thought a Formula One race was bad. Of course, with the exception of Belgium, from races that I've seen. I mean, with the exception of Belgium 2021, wasn't even a race. It was like a safety car race. Anyways, yeah, it was an interesting race with some action, with some battles between Leclerc and Norris in the back, and Hamilton got a puncture on the last lap, and nearly got overtaken by Piastri, and yeah. Going into Mexico City, it's all on. The constructors battle for second place, the constructors battle for sixth place because Williams are already too far ahead. The drivers battle for the championship, which and drivers battle in the midfield. I mean, only Colapinto and Duan, and this strikes me a lot. Only Colapinto and Duan have not scored. They shared the ride this season, and the next driver, number 19, I think it's Bortoleto, has 18 points. And that midfield, everybody has scored points except those two, and everybody scored more than or at least 18 points. And same the constructors. Alpine 20 points will have the it's already a record-breaking margin for team 10th place, beating Haas's 2023 one, but they probably will take it because I don't think they're gonna beat the other team. They look kind of bad, and that could have been to a ghastly team motor shenanigans really doesn't work. I mean, why? It's for 17th place. Otherwise, um, yeah, the title fight. Let's come back to it. Let's just finish off on a note here. We're coming to Mexico City last year. I mean, just it is last year. It was Ferrari's last win of the season and the latest Ferrari win to date. And basically, that was Sainz, and you don't want to see them murdering for a year, especially if they're still a top team. And Mercedes, I do not believe. I mean, I think we can keep the second place in the constructors, but this isn't a particularly good track for us. I mean, we won titles here, but not by winning races. Verstappen has a very good record here, and that probably worries Piastri and Norris. Yeah, I mean, if I were McLaren, I would be worried because, not nice. And even if Verstappen gets beaten by Norris, if Norris doesn't become the championship leader and does not score Piastri by 14 points or more, he's still gaining on a championship lead. But for example, if Verstappen finishes second with Norris first, you only lose 7 points to Norris. And let's say Piastri finish again fifth, no, fourth, let's say to math correctly. Then Norris will be behind Piastri by 1 point in the championship, and um, Verstappen would gain 6 points, I believe, to the championship leader, so that'll be a 34-point gap. So for now, the mathematics we're starting to get into them. Otherwise, that's it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and goodbye.